I've been working with radios for decades. What I respect about Redivez is they actually listen to operators like me. Before they launch something new, they ask for feedback through forums, social media, even one-on-one conversations. I've shared feedback on radios like the HD1. Redivez makes updates, improves the software, and keeps the gear evolving. It feels good to know our voices are heard. That's why I trust Redivez. I've been working with radios for decades. What I respect about Redivez is they actually listen to operators like me. Before they launch something new, they ask for feedback through forums, social media, even one-on-one conversations. I've shared feedback on radios like the HD1. Redivez makes updates, improves the software, and keeps the gear evolving. It feels good to know our voices are heard. That's why I trust Redivez. I've been working with radios for decades. What I respect about Redivez is they actually listen to operators like me. Before they launch something new, they ask for feedback through forums, social media, even one-on-one conversations. I've shared feedback on radios like the HD1. Redivez makes updates, improves the software, and keeps the gear evolving. It feels good to know our voices are heard. That's why I trust Redivez. I've been working with radios for decades. What I respect about Redivez is they actually listen to operators like me. Before they launch something new, they ask for feedback through forums, social media, even one-on-one conversations. I've shared feedback on radios like the HD1. Redivez makes updates, improves the software, and keeps the gear evolving. It feels good to know our voices are heard. That's why I trust Redivez. I've been working with radios for decades. What I respect about Redivez is they actually listen to operators like me. Before they launch something new, they ask for feedback through forums, social media, even one-on-one conversations. I've shared feedback on radios like the HD1. Redivez makes updates, improves the software, and keeps the gear evolving. It feels good to know our voices are heard. That's why I trust Redivez. I've been working with radios for decades. What I respect about Redivez is they actually listen to operators like me. Before they launch something new, they ask for feedback through forums, social media, even one-on-one conversations. I've shared feedback on radios like the HD1. Redivez makes updates, improves the software, and keeps the gear evolving. It feels good to know our voices are heard. That's why I trust Redivez. I've been working with radios for decades. What I respect about Redivez is they actually listen to operators like me. Before they launch something new, they ask for feedback through forums, social media, even one-on-one conversations. I've shared feedback on radios like the HD1. Redivez makes updates, improves the software, and keeps the gear evolving. It feels good to know our voices are heard. That's why I trust Redivez. I've been working with radios for decades. What I respect about Redivez is they actually listen to operators like me. Before they launch something new, they ask for feedback through forums, social media, even one-on-one conversations. I've shared feedback on radios like the HD1. Redivez makes updates, improves the software, and keeps the gear evolving. It feels good to know our voices are heard. That's why I trust Redivez. I've been working with radios for decades. What I respect about Redivez is they actually listen to operators like me. Before they launch something new, they ask for feedback through forums, social media, even one-on-one conversations. I've shared feedback on radios like the HD1. Redivez makes updates, improves the software, and keeps the gear evolving.
We're live now. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Hi. Okay, if you can help me, please drop hi, let me know. Please drop hi, let me know. Or type CQ and let me know you can hear me. Oh, hi, Aaron. Hi, Leo. Welcome to our stream. Hi, Leo. Hi. Hi, John. It's good to see you all. Hi, Benjamin. Haha. Okay, that's great. Welcome to our stream. Welcome to our stream. Hi, Digital Analog Ham Radio. Hi, dog. Hi, dog. Hi, Daniel Lee. Hi, Daniel. Okay. Oh, hi, Randy. Hi, Randy. Hi, everyone. Okay, we're gonna live soon. Oh, it's really good to see you. Really good to see you all. Yeah, hi. Yes, I'm Julia. Okay, let's get started. Hello, Radio Amateur friends. Welcome to Alan's 50th anniversary special live stream. I'm Julia. And today's theme, 50 years in sync, powered by trust. Concrete with Alan's. For 15 years, we haven't just built by homes, we have built for you. If you copy me loud or clear, yeah, drop 5 by 9. Drop 5 by 9. Hi, Austin. Hi. Okay, quick hands up. We have got 3 big giveaways round tonight. And round 1, we got Alan's H1. And round 2, we got Alan's HA1 UV. And round 3, we got Alan's HD1. And there is an interactive segment where you can join. You can win our customer tumbler. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us to catch every drawer. All right, let's kick off our co-creation journey. Okay, hi everyone. So now I will invite all our guests.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Say everyone.
Hey, good evening.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, how about just a short introduction?
Okay, I will show my face first. I'm Benjamin Echo 75 Bravo Mike Bravo from the Bosnia and Herzegovina.
And I'm Scott, GMRS call sign WSEN 246. And just real quick, if you guys notice, I've got a tank of water behind me. So while everyone can see me, I'm going to drop a radio in that tank of water for later.
Hey everybody, this is Aaron here, GMRS call sign WRVS 331, amateur radio KK7 WRA, representing hot and sunny Phoenix, Arizona.
And moving back to the East Coast, this is Scott, Whiskey 4 Echo Victor on the ham side, WRAI 656 on the GMRS side. Coming to you from North Carolina, a little ways west of Charlotte.
Okay, great. Let's party. Oh, now it's my part.
Oh, bye.
Yeah, co-creation and alliance really start with the HD1. From HD1 to today's H1, every step forward for your fingerprints on it. In 2015, we made hams in Germany and Italy. Folks showed up with their racks, hands-on, honest feedback. Through those conversations, we truly heard what amateur radio operators really need. We also heard, we also heard how many brands chase large enterprise orders, while everyday ham reach really engineering, which shows a different path. Back home, we focus on real user cases and stay close to the community. For us, launch even the finish line. It's a handle off to you. After launch, we keep listening and keep updating firmware to refine the experience. That journey, sparked by those European conversations and powered by your participation, give Alliance a distinct place in the global Harmon community. Okay, right here, I have got Alliance H1. This is our newly launched digital radio, a dual band DMR handheld with GPS and EBS with advanced APIs, onboard GPS, Talk Allies, and SFR capability. It's built for outdoors and emergency commerce. Whether you are logging the daily QSO, exploring off-grid, or responding to emergencies, the H1 delivers reliable, precise, and clear commerce in a rugged package. Up next, a quick demo to get you up to speed on the Alliance H1. Julia, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna show you the main features of the Alliance H1. Alliance H1 is a front panel programming transceiver. It's okay to change your radio setting using the front panel case, even if color code, added contacts, save channels, and added zones manually without a PC. That will be very convenient if you are outdoors and have no computer to use. The 3200 mAh capacity USB Type-C charging battery supports charging the radio on the desktop charger or just the battery alone. Quick switch from VFO to the memory mode, analog and digital mode. If necessary, you can set a side K as a secondary PTT. Also, you can choose to lock the radio with your customized settings. It has an eye-catching alarm button on the top of the radio. Easy and quick to request an emergency call in emergencies, and support for emergency calls when one person is down and working alone. It's a dual band and dual standby DMR radio. It has 4,000 channels and support importing 500,000 DMR contacts in the CPS. And it also has a Talk Alliance function. Where there are no DMR contacts, it will also display the transmitting allies. It supports mixed reception between the digital and analog. It will receive both digital and analog signals. It supports 16 DMR IDs. You can select or modify it with a keypad easily. No revising your original radio ID. Especially if you are an active man or are in many organizations, it will become very important and meaningful. It supports digital monitoring of any color code and any received contacts. Day and night mode switch to different working environments. Also supports adjusting the screen brightness. Except the normal scan, it also supports CTCSS scan and color code scan. Set the VFO scan range with your own. The single frequency repeater function helps to extend the communication range for digital mode. There are several colors for user to define the channel character colors and background color. To save the battery, you can set the auto power off the radio within 2 hours. In FM radio, it can switch between the VFO mode and the memory mode, and it can also monitor the radio signals when FM radio is working. The very important feature, it has an API function for amateur radio operators that transmit real-time information like GPS coordinates, weather data, and short messages. It also supports setting the GPS out of a range alarm distance in a digital provide call mode. Some other small points, for example, calling light. If you select off the calling light, it won't light the receiving screen when you use the radio at night. You can choose to display the battery icon, the battery percentage, and the current battery voltage. And you can upload your own power on picture. Last heard a feature that shows a real-time log of recent radio activities including call signs. I hope this video helped you better understand it. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for more radio tips and tutorials. See you next time. This video help you to get to know the H1 better. Yeah, see, it's our H1 with APRS and GPS function, and it's a DMR radio. Yeah, thanks for joining this review. Okay, next part. We're gonna contact with one of the users. He couldn't make it here because of time, but he recorded a video for us. Let's watch it together.
Hi everyone, my name is Brian. My amateur radio call sign is Echo India 8 Echo Juliet Bravo, and I live in the Republic of Ireland. I have been asked by Retevis Allens to make a short video about my own journey with co-creation with the staff at Retevis Allens. Co-creation, of course, being the theme of this live stream. My affiliation with Retevis Allens began way back in March 2017. That's 8.5 years ago. And when I applied to be a beta tester of the new radio product that was to be released by Retevis, specifically designed and aimed at the amateur radio market, which was quite unusual at the time. My first contact at Allens was with Yolanda. And a couple of months later, after applying, I received the HD1 hand portable radio, which was very, very much a product that had a few problems at the start, but this was more to do with firmware rather than the actual radio hardware itself. This here is the HD1 radio that I received the actual one 8.5 years ago, and it's still going strong. Listening to my local Echolink, and the battery pack hasn't expired in it whatsoever at all. The battery is still holding strong, and I've used that radio in many different types of weather conditions, such as snow and sun, and of course the one thing that we have a plentiful supply of here in Ireland is the rain. So it's stood up to its IP rating of being very much waterproof for normal use. Now, I have a professional background in RF engineering, and I've given the radio a good thorough test from the amateur radio point of view. I tested the radio in the real world, so to speak, and feeding all this information with my initial findings back to Allens via Yolanda. The rewritten firmware versions were released initially to a small group of beta testers to check that the new firmwares that had been released fixed reported issues, which of course it normally did. And speaking of the small group of beta testers, I got to make new friends within this group, and we shared ideas and issues that we found with the radio, compared notes, and our findings back to Allens so that new firmwares could be released to fix the issues that we were finding. Then out of that beta test group, a dedicated Facebook page was set up by Rob, Papa Delta Zero Delta India Bravo, and I was made an administrator of that group. This was, he also set up a private beta testers Facebook page where we could receive direct input from Allens with new versions of firmware and of the CPS that we could try out before the software would be released to the general public. During this time, I shared my beta testing activities with my fellow amateur radio operators here in Ireland when I wrote an article for our National Society's journal. The Facebook page was and still is a very active group, especially in the early years when we had a lot of problems shared by users, and fixes were suggested for the members of the group who had issues with the radio. Then back in early February 2024, I received the first of a new product called the HD2, which was the revamped version of the HD1. And this is the HD2 that I have, and still working fine. Again, listening to my local Echolink node. The radio is still performing extremely well. New tests were carried out with the HD2 as we had done with the HD1, all with the sole purpose of ensuring that the radio was a good successor to the very successful HD1, which it was indeed. Vivian at Allens was now our primary point of contact at this stage. The Facebook group was very much self-sustaining at this stage. The only thing I personally had to do was administer the group, adding new members when they requested admission to the group. And now we have a staggering 4,000 members, and that's alone is quite a success, especially when I remember back in the early days, we had maybe 10 people in the group, and that was back in 2017. So the clock moves on, and late in February 2025, I received the latest offering from Allens in the form of the HD1 radio. Of course, I have it here, and again, listening to the very busy local Echolink node on analog. And this is the radio that I use pretty much every day because it has the additional features such as analog and digital APRS. And I find testing the new H1 to be quite unique and a joy to test. Once again, providing feedback to Vivian and also now Julia, who is a new point of contact at Allens. This process is continuing with me reporting on some new issues found with the operation of the H1 in the past few days alone. One thing I must mention though, Retevis Allens have been so good at acting on getting fixes to issues reported to them, not just from beta testing people, but from the public in general. And I know that if I report an issue directly to Allens that I may have come across with the HD1, HD2, and now more recently the H1, Allens always respond very, very quickly with a fix with firmware or in CPS so that we can constantly make the product better and better. I commend Allens for doing this. Customer service at Allens is second to none, and I'm not paid by Allens. I'm not an employee of Allens, so my views are quite honest and open. Allens was set up as a sub-company within Retevis to concentrate on the products directed at the amateur radio community, specifically, which is something very, very novel for a radio manufacturer to do, whose main business would be producing radios for other types of business and public use. Having a sub-company working on dedicated products for the radio hams is just great. They do listen to suggestions. They are very approachable and they do respond in a timely fashion, which is very, very important for those raising issues. I hope that Allens goes from strength to strength, maintaining the quality of products for the radio amateur operators, and while planning ahead for new product introduction in the future. Co-creation is very evident with the staff at the company, and it shows the continual improvements they have made on their radio products. The future seems to be very bright at Retevis Allens, and I thank them for all the support they have given to me over the past 8.5 years and look forward to the next while with them. And that concludes my little presentation, and I wish everybody listening the very best 73. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I'm back. Here thanks to Brian for sharing. He gave us lots of great suggestions. That's the spirit of co-creation. We will keep working hard and help more users to join our co-creation journey. And next, we will connecting with our special friend, Benjamin, a long-time user. Hi, Benjamin, can you hear me?
Hello, how are you?
Okay, say hi to everyone. It's all your stage now.
Okay, my stage. I'm first Retevis Allens H1. For me, I have experience with other H1 and H2 with search and rescue missions. I only for that purpose, it's good rough for outdoor terrain. This H1 is a lot of things. First of all, 500,000 of contacts in this about download whole DMR base and put the radio on hotspot. You can hear any talk group only. You can see all names, all call signs from all the world. Also, digital and analog. I reported from the local repeaters, simplex connections. It's about great microphone. It's about mic gain. You can adjust. Microphone is the best quality. Speaker, indoor, outdoor use. Indoor in the buzzy, in the city where it's the cars and the noisy, it's good. You can put in the outdoor mode. It's a volume up, and you hear the loud and clear. Also, APRS. APRS in my state about no iGate for I can send this on the travel, but I will see about next time I will travel with car and turn on APRS. GPS is for me in search and rescue is crucial. On the radio you have GPS coordinates, altitude. You can send to base to find you. Also, you can with other ham operators you can send text with APRS. Your coordinates, speed, location, about everything. About also you can go with text messages to other ham operators. It works fine. You can easily program from the button. I program one zone only from the front buttons. Other APRS, other things you can also in CPS program. Also, we have already one firmware update for this radio and fixed some issues that Alliance for 15 years of experience with ham operators then listened and fixed all the things. Also, I don't have any about bad stuff. Also, you can see that is in the perfect state, everyday use. Tomorrow I will test other things with about programming stuff, and also I experience now first H1 is for me and also a long learning curve for me. I don't know what to tell more about the battery. Turned morning here on standby all day about little communication. It's now about 70% battery, about 2 days it middle of the use. Also about USB charging in the car. You can put on the phone charger and charge for the outdoor activities. Power bank. It's about plug and charge. What to tell more about programming? CPS on the software for this is about intuitive, easy to program. You can see everything you want, program everything you want. Also, the buttons on this side, you will see that in the middle is PTT. It's big, and in the dark on the side you can easily switch together. And first of the radio is now peeling the screen off. It's finally presented to you and ready to you buy on the Alliance 15th anniversary. Screen, you can go invert. You will see now. Right, it's too bright for the camera now. You can change background color for outdoor use, indoor use, night, day, time. You can switch it about that. GPS is good. GPS and BSD supported. Fast GPS coordinates lock about in minute outdoor in good perfect conditions. And that is all for H1. I have good experience. Ham operators confirmed sounds good, receive good, and about from handheld 50 kilometers to repeater in the house. Tell this about good antenna, good reception, good transmitting, and reported. I will love to host the return to take the show. Okay, Julia, do you have any question for me?
Okay, here, thanks to Benjamin for the great sharing. So give me a second. It's clear and deep inside with H1A1 UV and H1. Thank you so much. And I saw your backpack.
And t-shirt.
Your backpack. Yeah, your t-shirt. Can you guys show the backpack for us? And I got one too. I'm gonna show it to everyone.
Backpack is 40 liters, 15.6 laptop, about everything.
That's mine.
Everything can fit in there, and you can travel with the about 3 days.
It's really big size. And you can do this.
It's Velcro stuff. You can post anything you want.
Yes. That's pretty good. And that's our VIP gift. So you can join our event to win the VIP gift. Okay, thank you so much, Benjamin.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's my part now. I'm gonna remove you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, everyone, benefit time. After the Benjamin's sharing, we have benefit time. This time we're gonna draw the H1. Yeah, H1. Please type H1 in the comments right now. We will randomly pick one winner for a brand new ANS-H1. Ready? Yes. This is our H1. Give me a second. I'm gonna introduce the H1. I want to see you guys' comments. Yeah, H1. Yeah, it's a APRS. It's a DMR radio with APRS and GPRS. And it also has a talk Alice function. Yeah, it also has a talk Alice function. I roll out the function. You know, when sometimes you can only see a numerical number on screen, such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all called that. Oh, I don't know which is 1, 2. Oh, who is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, but if you use this Alice function, you're gonna say, oh, it's Mike. Mike is calling me. Pretty good, right? And it has a SFR function. SFR single frequency repeater, like this. When you have the H1 can be a repeater, such as this. You're gonna use one radio transmit to H1, and then what's that? The H1 control H1 transmit the other one. It will extend the communication distance. Okay, let's see what happens. Join type H1. Okay, let's count down. I'm gonna count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, draw. Oh, congratulations, Daniel. Congratulations. Please reach to our team, click your pass. Congratulations, Daniel. Okay, didn't win yet, no worries. 2 more big draws are coming. Round 1, HA1UV, and round 3, HD1. Okay, first up, let's talk about the ham analog jumps radio, the HA1G. Where's my HA1G? Here's our HA1G. This one is all about the durability and the reliability. Especially if you are like to take your radio on your outdoor adventure. Here's what makes it stand out. IP67 waterproof. And this radio can handle anything nature throw at it, rain, mud, or even in a deep in a lake. Type-C charging. We know you don't want to carry around extra chargers when you are out exploring. And the 2008 mAh battery. No more worry about running out of power halfway through your hike. This is our HA1G. It's a GMRS radio. And next up, we have got Allen's HA1UV. Yes, Allen's HA1UV. Give me a second. So Allen's HA1UV is an upgraded version of the HA1G, and we made it in better based on your feedback. Yes, Allen's HA1UV, yes, it's the same look as the HA1G, but it's a different version. It's a dual band, but it looks the same. So what's the new with the HA1UV? It's a dual frequency reception. Whether you are participating in a multi-band event or just switching the things up, the HA1UV gives you more options to play with. And the 1.77, I'm going to show you, open it. 1.77 color screen when you got a clear, colorful screen, so you can easily see all your settings and information. It's pretty clear. And the customizable side buttons here. You can set these buttons to make your life easier. And it also has a Type-C charging. Like here, just like the HA1G. The HA1UV also has Type-C charging. It's all about convenience. Use your phone cable, you are good to go. It's very convenient, right? Okay, speaking of the HA1UV, we are connecting the 2 real users today. First up, I'm going to invite Aaron to the stage for the fantastic insight. Hi, Aaron.
Hello, Julia. Thank you for having me. Glad to be here. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm great for now. So how about you?
I am good. Just here to share my experiences that I've had with your wonderful company.
Okay, it's our time now.
All right. So I am going to go to my go-to, my HA1UV. I love this radio. I love the fact that it's waterproof. I love the fact that it takes a beating. I was out camping one time out in Arizona, and there's a lot of places out here where we don't have cell signal and radio is the only form of communication. Well, I also have a very old vehicle that happened to get a flat tire. We were leaving the campsite at 4 a.m. and I went to go pull out my normal everyday carry, my Wuxen, and accidentally dropped it. And oh, there went my battery and the radio just stopped working. So thank goodness I always have a backup. I brought this giant beast out and was able to get rescued without an issue. I love it. And I also recommend you learn all the features of your radio. I was one time in my vehicle without my cell phone and had a flat tire and had no way of getting to a tow truck, no spare tire, no nothing, and was actually able to use the DTMF tones on the radio to access the phone on the repeater and call for a tow truck. So I do recommend you definitely learn your features and you get a radio that can do everything. You can beat it, you can throw it in the water, whatever you want. It will last. I recommend it. I was one of the first ones to get this radio when they came out, and I did have some issues with CT, CSS tones and things like that. Got a hold of you guys all, and you guys took care of me very quickly. Haven't had any issues with the radio since. And I have tested a lot of products for you guys, and I must say I love everything you guys have had so far. I've had other experiences with TID radio. Their customer service, I was having a problem with their CT CSS tones. And I've been going back and forth with them for about a month and a half now, and they still cannot find a resolve for my issue. That is something I've never had to deal with Retevis, and I love you guys for that. And with that, I'm going to send it back to you, Julia.
To me. Okay, great. Thanks for your sharing. And I'm sure your radio skills will level up fast. Hope you can move to a digital radio soon.
Yep.
Thanks, Aaron.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm Troby. Can you hear me?
Hey, Julia.
Hi.
Thank you for having me on. So,
sorry, what's wrong? I'm Troby.
yeah. So, those of you.
Just give me a second.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Wait a second. Scored actions over NASA guests. It's over season the intro when you were there.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta have time to you. It's our time.
Well, yeah. So those of you that are astute members of the audience might notice the WSEN 246 for my GMRS call sign. I'm here to talk about the HA1G, the GMRS version of the HA1UV before they upgraded it. I got linked up with Retevis and Ilance not too long after I got my GMRS call sign, and after I had an issue with one of their competitors, Baofeng. I went on Amazon and I bought a couple of their radios, Baofeng, and it was exactly to the day, 31 days from buying those Baofengs, and the batteries stopped working in the radios themselves. Tried to get hold of the seller that I bought them from on Amazon, and they told me that that was a manufacturer warranty. I had to get hold of the manufacturer. Manufacturer said, nope, I bought it from Amazon. I had to get hold of the seller on Amazon to get that fixed. So it took 2.5 months back and forth before the best resolution I could get was Amazon said that they themselves would give me a conditional refund so that I could purchase something better, but I had to send the radios to them so they could inspect them themselves, and I would be getting that refund from that. So at that point in time, I learned that their customer service was absolute garbage, and I started looking for a different type of radio. So that's when I found Retevis and Ilance and looked into these HA1G radios, and everything I saw online looked like they would be pretty good. I like to do outdoors activities, hunting, fishing, kayaking, hiking, all that good stuff. And these radios looked like they'd be durable. I like the waterproof aspect of it, but I wasn't, some companies say it's waterproof, but is it really, do you really trust it? Especially when they have open electronics like the open USB-C charging port on the back of it. And you kind of question that, but I bought it because the price is pretty good. And I got the radio in, and once I learned to use it and use their CPS, it looked like it was going to be good. Then I jumped into my first Retevis live stream, and I saw them do this water test. So speaking of the water test, you guys saw me drop the radio in this tank of water a little bit ago. You can see it is clearly soaked in water. So we're going to do a real quick test here. I got a buddy that should be sitting by his repeater, hopefully, or sitting by his radio with my repeater on there. So let's just do a quick test here and see. You can see it is still just dripping water there. This is WSEN 246 CQCQ. Anybody got their ears on? Not dripping on my laptop. I didn't know if he'd be there or not. And it sounds like he may not be, so just as a backup, I also set up a parrot repeater we can try. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, testing. So you can see, after being soaked in water for however long this live stream has been going, it's working just fine. So to that point, I want to talk about this exact radio that you're looking at here. I put these nice little keychain carabiner things on them because, like I said, I do go kayaking, I do go hunting, fishing, that kind of stuff. And that exact radio right there was hooked to one of my friend's kayaks when she flipped her kayak in the river a couple months ago. And by the time we got her kayak and her over to the shore, could flip the kayak over to get the water out of it, that radio sat in water inside that kayak for at least 20 minutes. That was the first time I ever personally tested the water tightness on these radios. Of course, she was worried that she had ruined my radio and she didn't know how much they cost and all that stuff. And I said, well, let me see it. So I took it out of the kayak, I shook it off, pressed the button, and it worked just fine, as you just heard there. You got a little bit of water maybe in the sections here where the speaker is, but quick shake off, it'll be fine. That's worked just fine ever since. Not a problem with it. And I'm sure if there was a problem, I'd get a hold of Retevis, let them know what happened, and they would get me sorted out 100%. With that being said, I've been in contact with Retevis several times ever since I first purchased those radios. Not for any issues, but just conversations about customer service, talking to Julia about radios, giving them feedback on my personal experience, as well as any thoughts I might have compared to, what I would like to see in future radios, future updates. So they've sent me some of the firmware updates prior to them releasing to the public, so I can try them out and give them feedback on any issues that I would have. And that way, they're not just testing on their own, putting their own ideas into it, and then releasing it to everybody else to see if people like it. We're actually helping them develop what we're looking for. And to me, that's great. Because I don't even know of a company that even considers doing stuff like that. So to me, that's one of the best things that they can do. And that's why I really appreciate Retevis and Islands and what they're doing. I like the products that I'm getting from them. The price points on everything that I've purchased from them has been phenomenal compared to what they could be otherwise. So all in all, I think they're a solid win, and I'm here for it. So that's just my 2 cents on it. Do your own research, obviously, see what you feel, see if the radio's fit for you. But everything I've ever had from them has been fantastic. And I've got, last time I counted, probably I'm up to 8 or 10 radios from Retevis now. So take that for what you will. That's my glowing review. And with that, any questions in the comments? We're back to you, Julia. I think she's done left me. Maybe this is my stream now.
Hey, Score. Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing. And thanks for your testing in real time. Yeah, it shows the IP67 rating, right? That's great. Thank you so much. And that's really show that the HA1G can do. And I hope you can be a ham radio master soon.
Yep. As soon as, like I said, the government decides to start working together and get back to where they can start issuing licenses, I'll have my ham radio.
I'm a little bit trouble here. Maybe I'm frozen or you are frozen. But that's fun. Oh, you're back. I'm glad you're back.
Yep.
So we're back. We're back. Okay, thank you so much. Your real world experience gave us a lot of inspiration. Thank you. And thank you, Brandy. Thanks for a like. Okay, it's my part.
Yep, I'm done. Unless, like I said, you got another question or anything for me. Looks like you may have frozen now.
Okay, thanks.
Nope, there you go.
Okay, now it's next part, so giveaway time. Okay. Hey, wake up everyone, it's our giveaway time. Yes, after sharing the HA1UV, we're gonna draw HA1UV this time. Yeah, just type HA1UV in the comments right now. We will randomly pick one winner to receive an Alice HA1UV. Drop a comments. HA1UV. Yes. We need some music. I will give you guys some time to type HA1UV. It's very real. And a second. Yeah. Colorful screen. And Type-C charging. Waterproof. IP67 rating. So we haven't joined us. Have HA1UV in the comments. Haven't joined us. Okay, big moment here. Let's give us a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let me see who's the lucky winner. Oh, who? Mark? Oh no, dog. Team. Oh, congratulations, teams. You. Congratulations, team. Please contact our staff, Cleaner Press. Congratulations, team. To win the HA1UV now, Alice HA1UV. Okay. Let's switch gear and talk about our digital radio. First up is our Alice HD1. Alice HD1. Yeah, here. It's our Alice HD1. A dual-band DMR radio that's built tough. If you need a rugged, reliable radio, this one's for you. Here is what makes HD1 stand out. Massive capacity. It supports up to 3,000 channels and 200,000 contacts, perfect for large clubs or anyone who needs a tons of options. Yeah, and a long battery life with a 3,200 milliamp hour battery. You can get up to 7 days of standby or 12 to 16 hours of continuous use. At Alpo IP67 waterproof. The HD1 can survive being submerged in the water up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. Rain, snow, or even skiing, no problem. And the GPS option. With the GPS version, you can share your location via SMS to others' radio using the same protocol. And it's great for emergencies and tracking your journey. And next, let's look at the Alice HD2. Here is our Alice HD2. It's an upgrade to the HD1, adding even more features. Bluetooth 5.0. Wireless connect to headphones for hand-free communication. Perfect for multitask on the go. With a range up to 10 meters. Huge contacts list store up to the 500,000 contacts. You can upload the contacts or directly add it on the radio. And easy contact management. Quickly find the added contacts, add IDs, names, cities, and more. Totally customizable. More power, longer range, enhance the signal strength for better communication over longer distance. The HD2 takes everything you loved about the HD1 and adds more flexibility, more power, and better organization for serious radio units. Yeah, that's HD2. Here's our HD1 and HD2. I know HD1 is to my ham radio operator's favorite. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about the Retevis MA1. Here's our Retevis MA1. That's a mobile radio. It's a remote control panel. You can detach the front panel and mount wherever you want. It's super flexible. I'm gonna show you right now. Yeah, like this. And the 5-watt power plus transmit noise reduction with 5-watt power. You can talk over long distance, and transmit noise reduction keeps your transmission clear even in noisy environments. And multi-band reception and a cross-band repeater function. Yeah, it could be a cross-band repeater. And the MA1 can add as a cross-band repeater. Yes, extending your communication range. It's pretty good. Okay, next we will connect our final guest. Oh, it's not Aaron. It's Gord. Hey, Gord.
Hey, Julia. You know.
Hello.
Hey. Good evening to you and everyone on the live stream here. So I'm going to take us back full circle to where our first guest is.
Oh, it seems like I'm a little bit choppy.
Okay. I'm going to say you seem good.
Okay, it's all your stage now.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Julia. I'm going to take us back full circle where our first guest was, and that's talking a little bit about the co-creation, 15 years together as a customer. And it's kind of funny. I realized today this little H777 was one of the first radios that Retevis came out with. And I thought, there's no way it's that old. I looked at the date code. This radio is from 2012, so it has 13 years of a good life on it and still works fine. I'm using it to monitor my local All-Star node. So that's where it started. And they say imitation is one of the greatest forms of flattery. Look at how many competitors have come out with a radio that looks like this, basic 16 channels. But at the end of the day, Retevis is still making that, is updated, a little more compact, a little better battery life. It's still a winner, and everyone's still chasing even a basic radio like that, trying to be the best. And here I've got two radios made 13 years apart. They're the best in my mind. And you look at that evolution from that simple radio that kind of got the company started to, as others have mentioned, the Ilance H1. Love this radio. So many features in it. I'll have the HA1G, the HA1UV. But the co-creation part is where the company really shines. I've purchased from others before. I've been in a ham for over 20 years. I've been GMRS for almost 8 years. And a lot of people talk a good game, but they don't really deliver, as I found Retevis and Ilance too. You've noticed tonight, each of the guests, as they've spoke about the virtues of the company, they mention people by name. They don't generically say customer service or design or whatever. It's Yolanda, it's Vivian, it's Angela, it's Julia. That's a company that cares about their customers, and that's what has caused me to be very true to this brand and the sister brand with both Retevis and Ilance. You do business. I spent 30 years in sales and sales-related industries in an unrelated business. And one of the key points was you do business with who you like doing business with. That was something you had to keep in mind as a customer and the vendor. And at the end of the day, I like doing business with the Retevis and Ilance team. They listen to us, the improvements that have been made on products. You know, it's one thing to be talking in a online forum and giving some feedback and everyone's kind of like, yeah, that'd be a good feature. And you start to see that creep in. It's another when you say, Julia, here's something I really think that folks would like and they'd improve with. And in a few days, you get a test firmware update, and that's your idea. And it's for the greater good of the hobby and folks enjoying this, and improves the radio as a product you want to use. You're glad you purchased, and a company that you know is working together with you. So, you know, I'd be hard pressed to say anyone else in the industry, whether it's on some of the more commercially marketed radios that the companies offer, DMR, faceless, so on and so forth. It's more like for industry, to the kids' radios that are handy at the campsite, or if you're out hiking in nature, or just want the kids to have some fun, up to the radios like the H1 here. That's probably the most feature-packed radio that I have so far as a handheld. And we've seen one firmware update that really improved the radio. There's some chatter going on about other improvements to be made. And that wouldn't be possible without the input from the users like ourselves, but also from a company that listens, and not only listens, but responds. That's what sets them apart. And again, I've said it a couple of times, you do business with who you like doing business with. I'm a solid fan of the Retevis and Ilance brands. You know, wide range here from the RT3S. I believe that was their first adventure into DMR. It's over here on the shelf behind me. Still gets used on a regular basis. It is just a rugged radio that works. The little H777s, 13 years old and still kicking. And about a year ago, when I was helping with some storm relief efforts in the mountains, guess what was on that relief site? We literally had about 20 of these to keep the teams coordinated and in touch. They just work. But anyway, from that very basic radio that kind of kicked the company off to something more modern and feature packed, I'm impressed. Congratulations, Retevis and Ilance, on 15 years of what I truly believe is a co-creation together. And with that, Julie, I'll say back to you. I appreciate the opportunity to be on here, and congratulations on the 15-year anniversary. Julia,
yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And for your great sharing, and a big thanks to Scott for showing me. And I want to say thanks. What the ham community spirit really means, helping each other out and solve problems together. Thank you so much for helping us.
Pleasure to be here.
And thanks for sharing. Okay, now. Oh, hi Tracy. I saw your problem. I saw your issues. You can reach to our team directly. Hey Tracy, and we all figured out. No worries about. Okay, it's time for our co-creation inspiration moment. Hams, drop ideas in the comments. How would you improve today's Ilance gear? What new features or products should we build next? Or what on-air community activities would you team out with fellow in the US speak up? Our team is reading in real time, and if your idea is selected and pinned, you will win a customer tumbler. Yeah, and this part I want to invite all our guests on stage. So, are you ready?
Hello again, everybody.
We meet again.
Back on the stage.
I thought you were going to steal my stream there for a second, Scott.
Julia is muted.
Yep, Julia, you're quiet.
See, we can all just hijack it now. So what do you guys want to talk about?
How great this company is.
I mean, yeah, we could do that.
I mean, we'll be here all night, but why not?
Yeah. Oh, now she's disappeared again. Uh-oh.
Problem with the internet.
It might be. But yeah, I'll start off by saying, yeah, this company, the few issues that I have run across, it's been as quick as just dropping an email off to them. And there is that slight time difference from the US to their headquarters down in China to get a hold of that. But with that, usually I send an email at night before I go to bed, and sometime the next day I get an email about it and already working through it. So it's not that big a deal. And they're usually very prompt with it. So I've got no problems with it.
Yeah, like I said, I've been going back and forth with one of their competitors now for over a month on a simple, I can't do something from the faceplate of the radio that I should be able to do. Is there a firmware update? Is the only question I asked for them. And without having an order number and a purchaser number and this and that, they won't help you at all. I've been going back and forth for a month and a half with them. Nothing but headaches. So I'm sticking to what I know and where I'm happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've pretty much written off all the other companies. Like, if someone gets me a gift or whatever, I'll take it. But now I'm just stick with Retevis and Islands. I'm happy. It works great for me. So
right.
Agreed. And the most recent update for the HA1G and the HA1UV, stepping up the channels, the zone capabilities, the scan list, hallmark moment of listening to the customers.
100%.
I get from an old school programming and mathematically why it was hinged around 16.
Right.
A lot of old heads in the electronics world get it.
Yep.
But that was not a barrier. They took a little work. They got it, and it's running smooth in what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
And boy, that stepped the game up on those two radios.
Yeah, and if you get those and pair them with a nice repeater like that, the RT97L,
yeah,
you are in business. So yeah, I've got no complaints. Everything I've had has worked good, and if there's been an issue, they've been quick to get it fixed. And I have an RT97L that one of the capacitors in it actually went bad, so it would work fine as far as if it was on this channel, it worked good, but 2 channels up, it also broadcast on that channel.
Right.
So I got a hold of them. They say, it was exactly the capacitor. They even sent me pictures of if you think you can get in there and you can move that capacitor and swap it yourself, we'll send you the capacitor and you can get in there.
Okay, hi.
But
Can you hear me now?
yeah, you're good now.
Julia? Yeah.
I think she's going to railroad our conversation.
Yeah, I run an RT97S here.
Yeah, sorry, I lost connection just now.
Yeah.
But I'm back.
It's good.
The comments is too small for me. So can you read the comments for us on the screen?
Yeah, we can.
Is the one from John?
Yeah, you can take it over.
Built a radio that combined mesh tactics and RF radio operation. It's a difficult task.
Yeah, because you have to get up to the 915 in the US.
Oh.
What's Europe run?
So,
902, I think.
Can you see the comments on the screen from John?
Yes.
Yes. Build a radio that
that
combines Meshtastic and RF operations. That is a good idea. Meshtastic's becoming really popular out in my
Thanks
area.
for suggestions.
Yeah, same here.
I will pass it to our engineer team. And next one from Brandy. Please help us. Please help me read it. It's too small for me. I can't see.
A
modern-
modern and survival radio that can do either digital and POC or analog and POC all in one radio.
Okay. Yes, thanks. And the next one.
Retevis Alliance should build a combination radio node that allows integration of VoIP or ROIP services like All-Star and the other IP-based audio.
So I guess you're wanting to put like a
And the
DMR
next one.
to the radio. Okay.
Touchscreen DMR HT with basic UI.
Pretty interesting ideas from the comments.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do a touchscreen radio or at least an HT because I'd feel like I'd be messing it up all the time.
I feel like I'd break the touchscreen 100%.
Yeah. They should build a full HF radio 100 watts. Well, the unfortunate part is depending on where you're at, like over here, I don't believe you can do, I think it's 70 centimeter isn't allowed at 100 watts. So we wouldn't be able to use that here.
Yeah, 100 watts.
So
But I would love to see a true
Okay, next one.
50 watt repeater.
well, to go back to that funny story about the 100 watts thing. I have a friend that he works up in the a town next to me as one of the folks in the city manager and all that. And we got talking about radios last time I saw him, and he was asking, what the regulations are for hams and GMRS and all that stuff. So I was giving him kind of the brief rundown, and he said that there was a guy had no license at all, and he got online and learned how to build his own antenna and his own equipment, and was doing everything completely off the books. And I guess the guy had run an antenna up a tree near his house, and it was working. Whatever he built was working. I guess he was talking to whoever he wanted to talk to, but the problem was the 911 center one day, all their stuff, all their communications blacked out, and they thought it was a communications glitch. So they got all their stuff restarted. And about the time they got all restarted, the airport calls them and said, "It's something weird. All of our radios blacked out." And 911 center said, "Well, that's funny. All of ours did too. What time did it happen to you?" So as they're talking, it all happened again. So, of course, they got one of those like Kraken SDRs or whatever that can actually search and sort out where these transmissions and stuff are coming from. And whatever the guy built had enough wattage that every time he pressed the key on his transmitter, it literally knocked out all of the 911 communications.
Wow.
So I can only imagine what kind of a fine he got for doing that.
Yeah. And jail time.
Yeah.
Next comment, a dual POC and analog radio.
I don't know how they didn't do that. Yeah.
You can also try the MA1 from the Alliance. It's 50 watts on the VHF and 40 watts on UHF. It's also crossband repeater. From it's a duplex. You can communicate with satellites. It's a great radio, but not on the show right now.
Right.
Okay. Thanks for Scott's story. Thanks for the story. And thanks for all the amazing ideas and comments, and so many creative thoughts on productions, the new events, and those friends. We will get our customer cups, and I will report all your suggestions to our engineer team. No worries. And now let's move on to our final giveaway. Exciting moment. Final giveaway. This time you need to type HD1 in the comments. HD1 is our final giveaway, last round. HD1 is our corporation radio. It's all my favorite. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna type HD1 too. Yeah, HD1. Give me a second. I also want to join the giveaway. Show you on live, show you on screen first, and type HD1 in comments. Give me a second. HD1. Maybe I'm the lucky one this time. Okay, everyone, 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Yeah, HD1. I want to type more. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sure. Who's the lucky one? Aaron, oh, congratulations, Shopkin, congratulations. Oh, you're our old friend. Congratulations. And please reach out to our team to claim your prize. Congratulations. Yes, our final giveaway. And time fails. Today's amateur radio special is coming to an end. Thank you again for your company and trust. 15 years in sync, powered by your trust. Trust is the foundation of co-creation, and co-creation makes the experience even more ultimate. Being creators, not just consumers. It's not just a tagline. It's our core principle. It drives everything we build. So join us as we look ahead to the next 15 years and beyond, unleashing creativity and embracing our global community. Thank you for being in the heart of us, the reason we strive, improve, and deliver. We never took success for granted. It was a passion that turned a vision into reality. And I'm Julia. See you next year. See you. I'm Julia. See you next year. Thank you for watching. Thanks for you guys watching. Bye. See ya. And I'm back. Yeah, if you guys have something want to say with us, you can type them in the comments. Yeah, bye Daniel, bye Brandy, bye. I see so many our old friends. Thank you so much. Thanks for your supporting, and thanks for all our guests today. Thanks for your. Okay, our live is over. Our live is over. See you guys. See you.